Hello fellow deep divers. So I decided I wanted to bring this up to y'all, which is what my current resume currently is. I'm actually comfortable about talking about my resume just because it's still in an early development. So it's something later on in life, yeah, I will start throwing hints and stuff out there, but I just felt like, hey, this is where I want y'all to understand where I'm at, and maybe you can start understanding, hey, where you should be at. I'm just going to start from the basic moment from when I wake up to when I go to bed. I'm going to quickly throw it together like, hey, this is what I do during work and what I don't do during work. On an average day, I have been waking up about 4:30 a.m. every single day, and I like to just wake up, go downstairs, and slowly warm up a cup of water. And when that water is just at a nice warm temperature, is when I finally take it off and pour it into a hopefully a glass cup, if not something that's not made of plastic. And I like to add lemon juice to it, apple cider vinegar, turmeric, black pepper, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. Everything's is added to it for a reason. The cayenne pepper helps to wake up everything, just hey, it's time to fire up all your metabolism. And I like to add the turmeric because it's does over 700 things, and it's actually the most powerful. It's anti-inflammatory, but its healing potentials, which is known as curcumin, is actually barely absorbable. And if you actually add black pepper to it, it increases the absorption rate by over 2,000%. And then I like to add apple cider vinegar and lemon juice just because they are both a product when absorbed by our stomachs, an alkalizing product. So it helps alkalize our bodies after sleeping for a while, and be able to just help get it woke up, give it what it needs to do, and help get our bodies flowing. And then typically after about that time, I do enjoy going out for a casual run. When I mean a casual run, I mean I'm going out there, I'm focused, am I standing up straight, is my spine straight, am I taking deep breaths in, am I just living life for what it truly is. It's all about just being aware of the current moment. I'm not going too fast, but I'm also not going too slow. I'm just going with the flow of how my body feels. Some days I go a lot quicker, some days I go a lot sooner. I mean a lot slower, while other days I go a lot farther, and some days I go barely very far, and my body's like, hey, I think today's enough. And so, I think personally we should listen to our bodies when it says, hey, it's time to call it quits, just because it truly knows what's best for us. But typically after that, I come home and I like to eat a large meal, which typically occurs between 5:30 through 6 o'clock, since I'm out the door by 7 o'clock for work. But the reason I do this specifically, and so I say, hey, what works for one person doesn't work for everybody else, is my blood type actually has very low fats and protein digestion rates, but it's it correlates with the sun. We're at the top of the sun, it's at its highest point, but hey, as it's going, my fats and proteins are constantly getting higher, and then all of a sudden they slow off a lot. But I actually have one of those blood types where my carbohydrates are way higher than anything else. So it's high, slowing down. So, hey, once I hit the midpoint, I'm okay, I need to start backing off the fats and proteins and start going to more of a carbohydrate diet. To be honest, on the days that I don't work, I typically eat one meal. As in, when I say one meal, hey, one heavy meal. Besides that, I maybe eat a little bit here and there, but not really technically a meal. Technically, our bodies stay in a fasting state as long as we don't consume more than 50 calories at once. And then from there, on the days I work, I have a break at 10:15, 12:30, and again at 3:15. And on those days, at the two small breaks, which are 15 minutes, I eat a super small meal, just enough just to add a little bit of extra creativity to help with the flow and whatnot. But then on my actual lunch, I like to eat at least another heavy meal. When I say heavy meal, I kind of metabolize it around both my calorie intake and protein. Realize our bodies can't hold more than 30 grams of protein at once, and the fastest our bodies can metabolize metabolized protein is 10 grams per hour at the absolute most. This is like when we're working out, like no fat, no nothing else in our system, is just working at protein. So if you add a lot more other things, hey, it's going to take longer for it to digest all of that. That's why I really support a plant-based diet. It's like, hey, quality protein over quantity protein. And if you're consuming way too much quantity and not enough quality, hey, it starts like beating up your body and stuff. And the beauty of all of this is like when you're like able to truly just eat enough for what your body does, it gives your body so much other like energy and time to do other things like brain work and healing your body and just doing all the natural movements that it actually needs in your body. And then from there, I typically try to like quit eating. Like I said, on my days off, I rarely eat after that one meal, which is typically consumed early in the morning. While on my days that I work, hey, I might eat something with protein once I'm done walking around and moving around, because it helps to prevent anything else happening as a catabolism of my muscles. But I really believe we should quit eating 3 hours before bed so our bodies doesn't have to worry about digesting food while we're sleeping, because when we sleep is when it actually heals our body. If we're digesting food instead of healing our body, hey, our energy is going over here instead of over there where it's necessary. And then one of the truly things I believe in too is like, hey, I don't sleep in a bed anymore. I sleep on the floor. I don't sit in couches. I sit in a meditation pose. I've noticed that my spine has become a lot straighter and that I'm able to allow the flow of everything to come in. You can see when people are like droop down, head down like this. Some people, this is just how they live life. Like, hey, this doesn't look like it has energy compared to this. This just has like a flow of energy going on with everything. But really, it's just incredible to do a lot of these things. To be honest, I eat nearly an entire plant-based diet. If I'm eating any animal products, I've at the point where I've completely given up meat. I'm eating raw dairy products, which that raw products are going to be a whole nother conversation for another time. But it's just, I truly believe we're developed to thrive off of plant-based diets. Yes, at the time and day, we had to live off of meat and everything. And the thing that developed humans into who we are truly today was us cooking our meats. Once the cavemen started cooking meats, our bodies had to spend such less time on digestion. It gave us more powers to develop our brains. So that's why I would truly say, like, hey, it's incredible to like pay attention to all this stuff and realize what the flow of your body's doing. Like I said, pay attention, like, hey, your blood type diets and many other things, because like, hey, what works for me might not work for you. But it's just all about just staying in the flow and just realizing, hey, as long as I just feel like I'm living life and I have this incredible euphoric feeling like 24/7, like that's all we truly need. And it's just like, I like getting out in nature and all of this just because it just brings me alive, and it brings me to that 528 feeling, which is just the frequency of unconditional love. And when you can truly align yourself with the 528 feeling, it's just, why would you ever get yourself off this path? It's just unconditional love to the fullest extent, 24/7. And like I said, this is just like me trying to help you all realize where I'm at. Like I said, I don't sleep in a bed. I sleep on the floor, which my back and my neck, my whole spine has never felt so good. I don't suggest just throwing yourself on the floor, because sometimes some of us have to build ourselves up to that, depending on like how bad our stuff is. I eat nearly a plant-based diet, and my body spends just such less time digestion. I'm able to do other things, like just enjoy life so much more, because I don't feel like I have to sleep after eating a heavy meal. Because hey, I eat a heavy meal the second not really the second I wake up, but I wake up, I do all this water treatment, I go work out, then I eat that heavy meal. I have an hour before I leave work, if not rest of the day, not to do anything. But the reason, if you can just like truly sit still, just align yourself with the right frequencies and just learn to love life, that hey, everything you're looking for is just gonna come naturally to you. And so I say, like, hey, it's about getting the flow out here and the flow in here going, and when you get the both simultaneously going, hey, it's amazing. Everything is energy, such as I'm energy. You should not worry about I want, you should worry about I am. If I am an abundance of energy and I want money and energy, and money is energy, hey, if I am abundance of energy, money's just coming straight to me. Maybe it's food that's just straight coming to me, or other materialistic things that's just straight up coming to me. But it's just amazing flow of energy, and I just hope to help y'all get to where I'm at, because it's, hey, you can only understand it through your perspective. Like, how do you experience something that's like formless compared to something that is formed? Like, hey, here's materialistic, here's non-materialistic. If I can see it, I believe it. Well, if you're just saying something, it's hard to believe. But it's like I said, you can just, I just feel like I just emit this feeling of euphoria, and I feel like you can truly learn to just align yourself with this path, then the possibilities are endless, just because life is a blessing in itself. Like I said, this is just me helping y'all to help realize where I'm at, and I hope one day you will realize, hey, this is where you will be at. And this is just the beginning of my journey, which is the beautiful part of all of this. And I'm excited to see where your journey is going to go, and I hope your journey goes further than my journey. And I'm very excited to see where life's going to take all of y'all. And like I said, I just want to say thank y'all for taking your time and patience just to watch this video and being able to listen to this. And I hope y'all are willing to dive deep just like I am. Some people like to get their feet wet. Some people like to stay dry. But if you're willing to let's dive deep and trust onto somebody, then this is like something I feel like you can just truly trust, because it's like, hey, if it's unconditional love, what do you have to lose? Like, I just love loving everything around me just as much as I love myself, and I like love learning to love myself more just so I can love everything around me more. Like I said, I hope this helps you like realize maybe this is the path you really want to take. If so, like, please just keep up to date with all this stuff I'm posting. I'm very excited to share all this. Thank you for keeping up with me. I love y'all and help y'all have a very wonderful, amazing life.